He grew up to be the very man his younger self hated, until a blood-stained conspiracy forced him to find his voice and fight for justice. In the greedy courts of the Qing dynasty, justice isn't just for sale, it's practically non-existent. Pao Lung-Sing began his career as a bottom-tier magistrate who loved bribes more than the law. But when a ruthless massacre leaves an innocent woman on death row, and every official in the land is bought and paid for, Sing is thrust into a conspiracy that strips him of everything: his position, his freedom, and nearly his life. Framed, imprisoned, and hunted, he must transform from a man who sold justice for pocket change into the one thing he never thought he'd be: a true defender of the law. Armed with nothing but his wits, a sharp tongue, and an unlikely alliance with his former enemy, Sing wages a final battle against an empire of corruption. The film opens with Pao Lung-Sing as a child, making a wish to the moon. He wants to grow up to be an upright official, someone who arrests criminals and corrupt officials. Ironically, he grows into the corrupt official he once dreamed of chasing. When the county magistrate, Chan Pak-chung, takes a leave due to illness, Sing, who is unemployed at the time, is appointed acting county magistrate. The position is secured through the influence of his father, a retired government official. After assuming office, Sing appoints his nephew Pao Yao-wai as his advisor and personal assistant. Following his appointment, Sing's father urges him to be a decent official. This surprises Sing, who knows the depth of his father's corruption while in service. His father was willing to do anything for money. Sing's father explains that he believes his past crimes led to the deaths of his 12 sons. The loss was so devastating that it affected Sing's mother's mental health, leaving her unable to recognize her family at times. Overcome with guilt, he sold all the wealth he had accumulated and donated it to charity, believing this act spared Sing's life. Despite this confession, Sing ignores his father's warning. He sees the position as his own chance to make money and refuses to let his father interfere. He follows the same corrupt path, accepting bribes and ruling cases in favor of those who pay him. His actions earn him the hatred of the people, who despise his greed and abuse of power. The public retaliates by setting traps for him, including digging a large pit behind the courtroom to catch and stone him. He is attacked at every opportunity. Sing and his nephew are often forced to disguise themselves when going out. Worse still, those who bribe him exploit his lack of education and desperation, offering him pitiful amounts of money, knowing he will accept them. As the harassment, humiliation, and hatred intensify, Sing begins to reflect. Despite all his corruption, he remains poor. The reality of his situation forces him to question his choices and the path he's treading. While hiding from the angry locals, Sing and Wai notice a wedding taking place nearby. It turns out to be the wedding of a wealthy merchant, Master Chi's son, who is marrying a beautiful young woman named Chi Siu-lin. Their curiosity is piqued when a high-ranking government official from Beijing, Louis Pao, popularly known as Panther, storms the celebration. He claims that criminals are on the run and have disguised themselves as guests at the wedding banquet. Curious, Sing and Wai disguise themselves and move closer to observe what is happening. When they attempt to leave, Master Chi recognizes Sing despite the disguise and invites him to stay. Sing obliges and enters the wedding banquet with Wai. Inside, they discover that Master Chi's son is frail and suffering from tuberculosis. He imagines that if he dies, he'll marry Lin, having fallen for her the moment he laid eyes on her. The wedding is abruptly disrupted when Panther identifies the criminals, leading to a violent confrontation. Panther subdues them with ease, displaying his formidable martial arts skills. He then accuses Master Chi's family of harboring the criminals, an allegation Master Chi firmly denies, insisting he doesn't know them or their actions. Panther then turns his attention to Sing, accusing him of collaborating with Master Chi to protect the criminals. Fearing for his life after witnessing Panther's strength, Sing suggests blackmailing the family. Sing aligns himself with Panther and accuses Master Chi's family of sheltering criminals, deeply disappointing the merchant. Seeking to defuse the situation, Master Chi proposes a settlement. He offers Panther 50 taels of silver along with 2 hours of pleasure with 2 women. Panther scoffs at the offer and demands 20 women instead. Left with no choice, the family agrees. Sing then offers to host Panther at the magistrate's court, promising a private banquet along with the 20 women he requested. Pleased, Panther follows him. However, upon arrival, Panther is ambushed by guards disguised as women. He fights them off and gives chase as Sing and Y flee toward the back exit. In his pursuit, Panther lunges forward and falls straight into the pit the locals dug for Sing. They seize the moment, pelting him with fruits and vegetables. At last, he is subdued, forced to endure the same humiliation he once inflicted on others. The locals, along with Master Chi and his household, are pleased with Sing's wisdom. They applaud and praise him for stopping Panther and preventing further harm to innocent people. For this act, Sing is redeemed in the eyes of the county folk. Even a little boy who once spat in his face now offers him a flower and kisses him on the cheek, softening Sing's heart. He jokingly warns Master Chi's son to treat his wife well, or he'll arrest him. Everyone laughs as the couple leaves happily. But none of them are prepared for the tragedy that is about to strike. A few months later, while leaving the courtroom, Sing and his men spot a man named Shang Wai chasing a guard from Master Chi's household. Shang catches up to him and attacks like a mad dog. Sing intervenes, and the court guard restrains Shang and has him brought to court. The injured guard reveals that the crazed Shang has murdered Master Chi's entire household. They rush to the household and find everyone dead, except Lin. She is brought to court alongside the two surviving guards from the Chai household. Sing asks her to recount what happened. Lin explains that her husband's condition had worsened, so she went to the temple to pray for mercy. While there, Shang drugged her, knocking her unconscious, and assaulted her. She woke up just as he finished. Devastated, Lin confronted him, but he attempted to assault her again. When she screamed for help, her mother-in-law Yuan rushed in to stop him. In a fit of rage, Shang strangled Yuan to death. Master Chi then appeared and tried to intervene, but Shang strangled him as well. He then pushed Lin violently, causing her to hit her head and pass out. In a frenzy of uncontrollable rage, Shang went on to murder the remaining members of the Chi family. Hearing this, Sing is shaken, especially knowing that Shang assaulted the woman he cares for. He nearly loses his temper. Shang, however, shows no remorse. He smirks throughout the hearing, lashes out at the guards who testify against him, and boasts about his father being a Navy commander. Sing orders the guards to lock him up, declaring that he will be executed after the bodies are examined. He expresses sympathy for Lin and promises her justice and revenge for her family. In the next room, Sing meets Mirror Fong Tong Kan, a renowned lawyer, calmly stacking bars of diamonds. Mirror reveals that Shang, the man Sing has detained, is the son of Shang Quan, a powerful Navy official, and is also connected to Li Lianying, the most influential eunuch and right-hand man to the Empress Dowager. When Sing asks what he wants, Mirror requests permission for Shang's grandmother to visit him in jail in exchange for the diamonds. Sing agrees, convincing himself that an old woman wishing to see her grandson poses no threat. However, the visitor is not Shang's grandmother. It is his father, Shang Quan, disguised as her. Inside the cell, Mirror reassures Shang not to worry, promising to prove his innocence and secure his release. Mirror then devises a plan to frame Lin for the murders. Quan's men remove all evidence linking Shang to the crime and plant false evidence implicating Lin. They force poison down the throats of the dead victims, silencing anyone who could testify against Shang through threats and bribes. Sing wakes the next morning to the sound of the court in session. When he enters the courtroom, he is stunned to find that Magistrate Chan has returned and is now presiding over the murder case. As Chan questions the defendants, they suddenly give a completely different account from the night before. They deny witnessing any murder and instead accuse Lin of poisoning her husband's family. Sing is left shocked, unable to comprehend the sudden reversal. He tries to challenge their testimony, but Chan silences him and pushes him aside. Any chance Sing had to deliver a fair judgment is crushed by the magistrate's unexpected return. The situation worsens when a drug seller is brought forward, claiming Lin purchased poison from him, supposedly to kill rats in her home. Mirror then steps in, accusing Lin of accepting a bribe to frame Shang for the murders. He claims the money is hidden in Sing's house. Chan orders a search, and the guards indeed confirm the money. With this, Chan suspends Sing from office pending further investigation. Though Sing tries to defend himself, Wai urges him to save his strength. Everyone in that courtroom is working together. Lin is convicted of murder and placed on death row. She is beaten mercilessly and locked away. Singh attempts to intervene, but he is overpowered and restrained. Later that night, Singh and Y secretly visit the crime scene searching for evidence that can expose the lies. They go to the morgue and discover a crucial detail. The poison is found only in the victims' throats, not in their stomachs. It becomes clear that the poison was forced down their throats. As they quietly celebrate this breakthrough, Magistrate Chan suddenly arrives with guards and has Singh arrested. In prison, Singh bonds with Lin. She realizes that he too is a victim, his power stripped away from him. Using connections of Singh's father, Y breaks Singh out of jail. Before escaping, Singh promises Lin that he will return and save her. When Singh reaches home, he finds his father gravely ill. The old man worries about how Singh will survive against such ruthless enemies. He urges his son to travel to the capital and sue the corrupt oppressors. He reveals that the judicial secretary, Lord Fai, is his closest friend and hands Singh a token of their long-standing bond. He tells Singh a story from their youth, how he once gave his only cake to Fa when he was starving. Fa returned half of it, promising that if any of his descendants ever presented that cake, he would do everything in his power to help them. Moments after telling the story, Singh's father passes away. Meanwhile, Magistrate Chan releases Panther and secretly tasks him with killing Singh. As Singh and Y attempt to travel to Beijing, Panther tracks them down and gives chase. During the pursuit, Singh and Y split up. Singh manages to leap onto a departing riverboat, successfully evading Panther. The boat's occupants turn out to be kind-hearted people. They take Singh to their home and offer him shelter. They even try to rope him into performing in their traveling circus. During this time, Singh reconnects with Y. After a few days, the two continue their journey to the capital. Upon arriving in Beijing, Singh and Y meet Lord Fa. Fa appears pleased to see them. Singh wastes no time explaining his reason for coming. He wants Lord Fa's help to sue Shang Quan directly before the emperor. But then, Singh realizes the other elderly man present is Shang Quan himself, and that Lord Fa is also corrupt. Crushed but desperate, Singh reminds Lord Fa of the kindness his father once showed him years ago. Instead of sympathy, Fa scoffs and says the cake Singh's father gave him was tasteless. He orders trays of cake brought out and mockingly offers them to Singh and Y. Humiliated, they accept the cake and turn to leave. Fa stops them and orders his guards to force-feed them the cakes. He suggests killing them outright, but Quan prefers to let them remain in the capital and suffer. With no money and no way home, Singh and Y are reduced to wandering the streets. They struggle to survive while avoiding guards actively searching for Singh. Y resorts to begging and scavenging for food. Singh, however, cannot bring himself to do the same. Instead, Singh walks into a brothel. At a glance, the workers assume he is wealthy and well-bred. The women crowd around him and serve him food, which he devours hungrily. When he shows no interest in their company, they send in their finest courtesan, Yu Yin. She quickly realizes Singh has no money at all. Enraged, she beats and exposes him. Singh is forced to work to repay the cost of the food. While serving guests, Singh notices the brothel owner, Auntie San, fiercely arguing with a rival madam. He observes how she overwhelms her opponent purely with sharp words. Singh becomes fascinated by her verbal skill. From that moment on, he begins practicing the art of quarreling, testing it on people and objects alike. Over time, he masters it. Eventually, Singh clashes with Auntie San herself when he reconciles with Yin. Even with others backing her up, she cannot outmatch him. Singh wins the exchange, leaving her stunned by his ability. Later, while hiding from important officials inside Yin's room, Singh unexpectedly encounters both the Emperor and Panther. Forced to hide beneath a table, Singh and Panther quietly settle their past conflict. The Emperor warns them that his presence in the brothel must remain secret. Anyone who reveals it will be executed along with their entire family. Seeing an opportunity, Singh seizes the moment. He asks the Emperor for help in Lin's case, offering to keep his secret in exchange. He makes it clear that he is prepared to die if necessary, but he will not remain silent otherwise. The next day, the Emperor arrives in the capital and summons Lord Fan and Shang Quan, both visibly unsettled by the sudden visit. A hearing is convened immediately. During the session, Quan continues to spin lies, portraying Singh as a criminal. He even discredits him as a pimp working in a brothel. However, Singh keeps his composure. Through sharp reasoning and clear logic, he exposes the inconsistencies in their claims. The emperor sees through the deception and orders a retrial of Lin's case. To ensure fairness, he appoints Sing as the supreme judge overseeing the retrial and assigns Panther as his personal protector. Panther arrives just in time to halt Lin's execution. In the aftermath, Sing presides over the retrial. News spreads quickly, and the townspeople abandon their wares to witness the proceedings. Step by step, Sing presents solid evidence, assisted by Y and Panther. Using his newly honed verbal skill, he dismantles Mirror's arguments and forces him into surrender. Despite this, Shang's supporters insist the evidence is still insufficient. Even after Master Chi's guards finally confess that they were bribed and coerced into lying, they continue to resist the verdict. At that moment, undeniable evidence finally emerges. Lin goes into labor in the courtroom and delivers a baby. A blood test is conducted to determine the child's father. The result matches Shang. Caught off guard, Shang panics. In his agitation, he exposes himself by acknowledging the assault and then questioning how Lin could have become pregnant so quickly. What he fails to realize is that the child presented is not Lin's baby, but his own son. The setup works. Shang incriminates himself without restraint. With his guilt confirmed by his own words, Shang is executed on the spot. Lord Fan and Shang Quan are brought to justice, along with the highly corrupt lawyer, Mirror. Justice was served. Corruption got cooked. And this man went from bribe merchant to courtroom final boss. If you watched all the way to the end, congrats! You're officially part of the I Love Unhinged Justice Arc Movies Club. So do the honorable thing. Subscribe if you enjoy corrupt officials getting absolutely destroyed, courtroom reversals that hit harder than a kung fu kick, characters who start trash, and finish legendary. Hit subscribe. The next recap goes even harder.